Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Wednesday morning, and ain't God good, and won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will, oh, yes, he will. I know my listener probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, it's Wacky Wednesday, right? And I was, I'm just thinking, right, the other day, everywhere I went, man, I said, man, everybody must have the heart disease because something going on. Maybe I'm in the twilight zone. What's really going on? But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally, really, y'all trying to size me up. Look, let me tell y'all some stories, right? And like I said, one day ain't no one day, I I was laid off from my job, right? So my niece called me. She said, Uncle Andrew, can you take me to take my driver's test? I said, okay. So I went and picked it up and everything, and I said, TT, how you know I was off today? She said, huh? I said, what? Huh? Look, you can't make this stuff up, right? You can't make it up. So I'm talking about my brother, right? I have a DVD movie collection. I know right now everybody got the little stick and everything, the fire stick, all those things, right? But ain't nothing like watching a DVD put in and just let it do its thing, right? Cause when my kids come home, that's what they do. They go find their movies that they enjoy, put it in, and just start just laughing. But my brother was came out of the house, and I said, hey man, last day he came over, man. I said, man, did you get any movies? He said, huh? I said, I said, maybe something in the war. Maybe it's my house. Maybe people that I'm talking to, everybody asks a question. They give me the answer, but they said, huh? So I'm like, okay. So I got hungry, right? So I started to go to fast food, give me something to eat, right? And I said, is everything in the bag? Huh? I said, look there. I looked at her, I said, you know what? I said, God, why me, Lord? Why me? Huh? God, you got a sense of humor, God. When you call my name, when you said Andrew, I'm gonna say, hey Father, I ain't gonna say huh. Because I need you. I wanna be there. I wanna be in your kingdom. But now, people, that's the thing, people. We look back at certain things and we laugh at those things, right? We ask somebody a question, a rhetorical question, and first thing they say is, huh. Look, all I'm saying to people, no matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing. It's going to be okay. As long as you make God a part of your life, I guarantee it's going to be okay. God didn't say you wasn't going to have troubles. You go all through the Bible, and you find people that had troubles. But one thing about their troubles, it didn't last forever. So why should you be any different? You know what I'm saying? You have to go through those things so you can keep on calling on God. If you only knew what I've been going through, you probably said, huh? Now, look, find a way to laugh, find a way to enjoy your days and stuff, and just find a way to be around people that you know that loves you. You know what I'm saying? Not think they love, but know that you love you and everything. Because when I asked my niece that question about about being late from a job, I know my brother probably told her it didn't bother me, but I'm just this kind of guy. I just want to get a reaction out of her to see what she gonna tell me because they probably told her don't say anything to your uncle because you know how he is. You know, I I'm just happy go lucky. When she said, huh, man, every time I see her, I tell her that she get so tickled. But like I said, with my brother, I know I ain't gonna say he stole my movie. I'm just gonna say he borrowed my movie with a huh. Cause I don't get too wound up about materialistic things. That's just not me. Money will come and go, but the things that we do last forever. So try to leave that lasting impression on people and everything. That's why I always say I want to be missed when I'm gone, not while I'm here. I live and I die by that because while I'm here, I'm leaving a lasting impression. Everywhere I go, even when I go to work, even when I go to work now at a new beginning, people sometimes say, why do you work the way you work? I said, well, It's simple. Just in case I'm not here long and God bless me to go somewhere else, I won't pick up bad habits along the way. Huh? You understand? You understand, people? So my job as a older man, as a seasoned worker, is to make those who I come in contact with better. Better. You know what I'm saying? It's just like my podcast. You can tell where I started off at and where I'm at now. It's gotten better. People don't understand me until they listen to maybe 2 or 3 episodes. They say, you know what? I get you, Lee Craft. I get you. I can recall the time when I was working at St. Jude. And I used to go up there and sit in the lobby up there by where they have all the flags at, right? And next to the what they call that room? It's a cemetery, like a prayer room. The parents go there and they pray for the children, just have a little time alone and everything, right? So I was up there one day on my lunch break. Lady, now tell you the story. He had plenty of seats all around me. They were open, right? And she sat right beside me and talked to me. Say, hey, how you doing? She said, I'm here. I'm waiting on the family room. I said, that's good. It's good. My baby just came down here, had a service. I said, how was it? It was a success. And we just talked for a minute. She said, thank you. I said, for what? She said, for just taking time to listen and to respond the way that you responded. I said, ma'am, yes, you're more than welcome. I said, thank you for sharing with me. And my wife always told me, Lee, people, for some reason, they gravitate towards you and they talk to you. I said, baby, they do you the same way. But me, I guess what I'm saying, I guess they see the God in me, It ain't no behind that. It's the God in me, People want, people need. People have to have somebody just to be there. Sometimes don't say a word, just listen. But when she asked me those questions and everything, I knew, from past experiences dealing with people that had loved ones that were ill, how to react and how to respond, how to be just, if I need to be quiet, be quiet. Like I said, everybody has a story to tell. But sometimes they're too afraid to tell their story because they're afraid what people are going to say about their stories. Don't be afraid to share your testimonies. Because your testimony help others. That's why I started this podcast, What If? Because life has a lot of what ifs. You got to find ways to find that silver lining that's hidden when things are going so bad. So bad. When you think you don't want to in the thunderstorm, and you're not. You got your eyes closed. Open your eyes and say, man, it's not just me. That's what I want y'all to get, people. I want you to get. You're not alone. Mike Jackson said it right. You are not alone. Lee Craft and What If is here with you. How could this be? What if it's helping me? Look, I'm telling you, y'all, like my daughter Amber said, I laugh every day. I laugh through pain. I laugh through hurt. I laugh with happiness. I find a way to laugh every day because laughter heals the body. Heals the body, And if you don't want to be happy, please don't come around me because what comes from the heart reaches another heart. Your tone, your mood is going to change. I can guarantee you that. Because that's all I know. People can see the God in me. When God gets in me, when I touch you, God going to be in you too. And that's a feeling, man, that everybody needs to have. Did you hear me? So like I said, good people, this is Lee Craft, but this is my show, Wacky Wednesday. A lot of people keep on saying, all the time and stuff. And we know why they say, because they don't want to answer the question, You know what I mean? So with that being said, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast, What If? If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day, and please find time and make time to tell God thank you.